what is I have this database and I need that usage, database usage. You create, you try to get the usage of all different data, I mean, all different environments, database environments. Maybe I'll give a little information as well so that what is that? You forget that I told the database name. Okay. Assume that there is some database. Don't ever use that anywhere. Okay. Assume that there is a database. You speak when you attend interviews. You talk about your company databases. You got it right. So you have a database, and this database will have different environments, friends. This is important again. Suppose if you are attending interviews or you are working on some projects, what are those environments? Most of you should have idea because you are working people. So those environments are two things I should see if I am recording, if screen is getting shared. Okay, right. So we generally have two types here, friends, environments wise. One is LL. Let me just write like this. Okay, let me put it like this. And then what are those lower lane environments? Most of you know this because any company has lower lane environments and prod environment or pre-prod. So LL means you have that dev and you have QA and you have what is that UAT. Okay, / something like this. All that belongs to lower lane or lower environment databases. You got it right. Second, there is one more broad database. Any company has these things, friends. This categorization. That's small here and there. Small things changes. But dev, QA, UAT are quite common in any of the companies. Now, if you look at the prod again, you have prod database. Again, one more is prod. Prod generally we call it as prod itself. You got it right. Like this, we have databases. The requirement will be like this. Why? Maybe you can ask me a question. And you can use this scenario to explain in interviews. Suppose you are attending some Python interviews. This helps you to answer in interviews as well. What kind of automations you are doing, why you are doing that automations, how your stakeholder, I mean, you are in some companies, you call them as clients because you work for clients in service-based companies. For us, we call them as LOB and stakeholders because we are both, we are backend for our this thing. So point is simple here. So here, what is that? Now, any database in any organization, they have a limit for that database. Suppose in your organization, your database limit is 100 TB, right? And assume that some 15 dev teams are using it. How many dev teams? 15 dev teams are using it. So then means 15 dev teams means what, friends? 15 projects. And 15 projects are using, there might be possibility. There might be sheer possibility that this database might be full at some point of time, right? And that too, if dev teams are loading huge data, then this disk will, that whatever disk you allocated for your database, suppose this prod has 100 TB, okay, and maybe lower lanes have little slightly less, something like all this has some 50 TB because generally we don't load that much of data into the lower lanes. The purpose of loading data into the lower lanes is to do some testing or to mostly for testing, friends, right? So that's all. Yeah, and actual data will be loaded to prod. Now 15 dev teams will be working on 15 projects. Now what is that we need to track? What is that we need to do? We need to track database usage. What usage? Database usage. This is common scenario for any company, not just in such case, what is that you do now? So one thing, what is the requirement I have generally? The requirement is simple here. My boss asked me, Manoram, you try to track all the usage of prod as well as lower lanes. What is that? I need to track usage of all projects in all databases. This is the requirement. Now that is what we are doing. This is the requirement. So what my boss asked me is, first thing I need a trending chart. What chart? I need a trending chart according to each project. You got it right? Each project. Now that is what we need to do. For that, what you have all that actually that project information, and you have that what else you have? You have that project, right? Again, each project has some data in the form of folders, right? Even in databases also you create folders, right? So that project folders you have, in that folders again there might be you might create subfolders sometimes in database itself, and each folder will be having some size, right? Based on the kind of data you put into that, it might have size. Now the requirement is, I need to get, first requirement is, already we did this. What is that? We should get all this and find a project and total size of project. Now what I have to do? Now my boss asked me, or my client asked me, what is that? Create a trending chart so that he or she can see the trending chart and decide how much data is going, how much is there available, all that. Looking at that, easily we can understand. You got it right? So that is the thing we should do now. So we did all other things. So far we did how many steps here? We have applied 3 steps. What is that? This is in the code if you see. So we did all this. Let me just, I gave background for the project, what we are doing. So this helps you to talk in interviews. And definitely, because the concept of database is same in any organization, friends. And automation device, you can tell this. This is enough for you. I trust me. If you properly practice and if you try to get that hands-on on all this, you can talk with how much our confidence you want, right? The only thing is to get that confidence, practicing. So we got project-wise folders, right? Project-wise sum of all folders. Now what is that you should do? Task 4 is creating a trending chart for that. What is that? Creating a trending chart. A trending chart. Maybe let me. I'll do everything in an organic way. I don't do something like a ready-made product. You got it right, friends. I'll show you how I generally do when a task is given for you. Even that also gives you how to explore things and how to get more deeper understanding. See, syntax, all this is not a big thing, friends. So approach is important. If you know the approach, you can get syntax anywhere and you can add it in the code. So task 4 is what? Creating a trending chart. Right? We should do this. This helps your any product owner to quickly get some idea. What is that? What is the usage happening? How much usage is happening? Based on that, they take either you need to remove data from the database or you need to shift it to some other databases, all that. Okay. Now let us check on this. Let us create a trending chart. Let's do that. So for that, what is that I should do? Simple. We need some map. Requirement is this. We need a matplotlib. In Python, generally for doing creating some charts, we use something called a module called matplotlib. Okay. We need to install this in your machine. I'll show you all that. You don't need to worry. In this, there are different charts. And today, for this data, we are going to use bar charts. So we are going to create bar charts. Your project and that sizes will be plotted. Size will be in y-axis and projects will be shown in x-axis. You got it right. I'll show you all that one by one. So that's how I add little data to this. I add 2 more projects so that you can see more bars in the bar chart. That gives little deeper understanding about how we apply all this, how you can make decisions. Assume that your database capacity is 2 TB. What is your database capacity? Your database Okay, there is a lot you can work with this small requirement. Okay, capacity is 2 TB. Now you should see how much is occupied project wise. Got it right? So we have to see that not 2 TB altogether here itself. Yesterday when we display it 800 950 already that is exceeded. So let us assign something which is not exceeding. I'll put 10 TB. That should be fine. Free only, right? So let's add that. If it is company, then you have to get so much of process will be there and it consumes lots of lakhs of rupees. But here we don't need that. So let's put 10 TB. Now we have to create our plot data on this matplotlib. Plot data into on bar charts using matplotlib. So requirement is, so we are creating bar charts using bar charts. That's what we do. We use the data and plot it into bar charts. And then for that we need matplotlib. Just get an idea. Now, okay, fine. But we have just only 3 projects. Let me add few more for student database. What is that? I add sports. Okay. You know, right? Students have sports, right? That sports have different teams. Like I'm just creating simple folders like again same CSC team. Right. Every branch have a team, right? While working in again while playing sports, right? So similarly, triple E team. Similarly, again this inside CSC there might be number of teams. There might be subfolders as well, but we stop here. Okay. And then another one is what else we have? IT, civil and mechanical. IT team. We add few more just for we need so much for all this. And civil team. This is how you can create your own data as well, friends. This gives you an idea about creating or preparing data sets. Of course, I am not expert in all that, but just showing you. Mech team. So that's enough. We have 4 or 5 teams. Similarly, I'm adding one more project, arts again. What is it? Arts. So one is library. Okay, I put all lowercase only. Let it be like that. Okay, no problem. Otherwise, let's leave it like that. Now for arts also we add. So one more is AI team. Huh? Yeah, AI team. So like this we have teams. Let's create one more project information and we add the sizes as well as per each project. Okay. So now let's do one thing. So here I use arts everywhere. Okay. And then instead of okay, I put AI team. No problem. Let's take sport here. No problem. And then we can drag arts for one more time. Okay. Now here just change this to, if it is arts, then change CSC arts and the drawing or all this is there, right? Friends? That's one. Triple E arts and then just create data set like this. IT arts. And now we plot this data onto matplotlib. I'll show you how to do all that. I'm only talking about the process here. Syntaxes, all this don't care, friends, because at experience level, syntax doesn't matter. What is the thing is technicality matter and how to apply that is much more important. Okay. Now you can add some data here. You can just choose same values. Otherwise, anything should be fine for us. What is that? Let's take CSC triple E. I'm just copying this and pasting similar values. Nothing. We don't have a big harm here with that. Nothing happens. Something like 400. Some just few sizes. You give abnormal sizes so that we filter them again in one more scenario. Something like 200. Maybe if you want, we can change it. It's up in our hands itself, right? So this is a simple data set, friends. It has all this information with project, folders, and size. Got it, right? Now we are ready with this. And if you, how you can add how many other projects, the script is applied for once you develop a script, it will work for how many number of records you want. That it will work for you, how many other records you want, friends. Okay, so you might add 1,000 records or 10,000 records with some 20 projects, 30 projects. Still, the simple script can what handle all that Excel sheet. It can handle all projects in the Excel sheets. Now see here, you have 5 projects coming into the pipe. You can see library, teaching, sport, art. Can you see here? Now here also in the dictionary, you can see this time you have details of 5 projects. I didn't do anything, just I build a script. That's all. This script can is simply applied for any number of projects. Just an idea. Once you develop a script, that is the advantage of automation. Somebody is asking a question yesterday, I think Tulsi. So I can do same thing. I can search in the Excel and I can do all that in the Excel, right, Manoram? Then why again this automation? See, you add some 1,000 rows or you add some 10,000 rows, just run the script and it just gives you all that project details just on fly. In just a matter of seconds, you see all that in just matter of seconds. See here now when we ran it, you can see now I got this. This is project and total size occupied by that projects. And this is project total size of that project. This is project total size of that one. Now we need to plot this project wise onto what on a bar chart. So what is that we should do? Simple. I already created one. Just we can use the same, or if you want, you can what you can do, you can just search in Google and get the steps to apply that. We have steps here. So we will follow those steps. Let me show you. Matplotlib. I have in the running notes itself somewhere. You can see here. So this is the steps you need to follow. Even if you Google also, you'll get same thing. If you just Google how to create a bar chart and plot data onto a bar chart. Otherwise, we'll do that, friends. You get much more better idea, right? Let's do that. So how to plot data on a bar chart in Python. If you just check in the chat GPT, it will give the whole program. So you can try the Google. That's better for you. Best thing is somewhere you can use this one. You can see here. You can directly apply Matplotlib itself. This is the actually the official website for Matplotlib. I'm sharing you in the chat box. Okay, and there are so many, but this is one such thing. Okay, you can use this for any reference. Also, I'll show you much more. Now, what bar I want bar chart. So you can see under Matplotlib, there are so many projects. So you take bar. See, simple. Now we should create a bar chart like this with your project here instead of apple, blueberry, cherry, orange. What is that you need? You need your projects, your database projects here, like that student projects according to this thing. So for that, what is that you need to do? Simply you have to use bar charts in the Matplotlib. What is that you should do? This is the steps here. So first you should import Matplotlib. That is fine. You need to get this one. Some subplots or something is there, right? That you need to get, and you need to get again inside this. There is some bar method. You can directly apply. You can explore here. You come here, just see this and just prepare data according to this, and then try to create a bar chart. Sometimes you have to customize this also. These examples what they were giving is very simple one, because while doing this kind of implementation, I had something dynamic changes, and this code what they gave here is just only a basic idea. When you are making dynamic changes, you have to go little deeper into the exploration. I got it right. So I'm just giving you an idea. So this is not enough, but this is a good thing for a start. This is for good, useful for good start. That's all, friends. Okay, fine. I already gathered the details. We can create in two ways. Either you can use something called subplots, or we can directly use something called figure itself. Okay, anything should be fine. Whatever you think is best fit, you can choose. I use figure for now instead of subplots. Here it is given. Okay, plots in sense it is something like a kind of window on that all this is displayed. That's all. Or figure in sense this is the figure. The whole thing is a figure. On that again we are something like attaching bars. Some you can see we have a subplot to that again we are again see assigning bars. So this is simple. Got it right? Same thing we generally do. First thing it's like a plate. To that plate again you are adding bars. You got it right? Like a how you paint on canvas. Same thing here. First you should have a canvas. That canvas can be the subplots or that can be a figure. And second thing is what? Again on that you do some painting, right? That painting is that bar chart or scatter plot or something. There are many kind of bar charts, friends. You can see here. So bar chart with ingredients. Okay, this is something. Or else there are many. You can check here. You can see different types of charts here. Okay. So this is something useful for a good start. Simple examples are there. You can try. Now let's get into our business. What is it? Creating a bar chart with the with matplotlib. Let us simply do one thing. Let's continue our code. Come to your project. Here, first thing you should do is import matplotlib. What is that you should do? Import. We have to import this. See, it's very simple in Python, friends. If you want to work with any library or a package, just import it like this and say gives alias name. Instead of a lengthy name, just say plot. Okay, this should be fine. And we can use plot every time instead of matplotlib every time. You got it right. So giving alias is also a good habit in Python. I'll talk more about it when we discuss modules topic in Python, modules and packages. When I discuss that, you get much more better idea. After completing this project, we will switch to that topic, maybe the modules again. Okay, we'll do functions and then next modules. Okay, fine, import it. Once you import it, this plotting is simple, friends. Create a method. So what is that method? Def. Okay, and you can say generate or anything that make more sense. Generate student bar chart. Just create what? Student bar chart. And then colon. To this, what is that you should pass? If you want to do plotting, you should pass this dictionary. Which dictionary? Project based, project wise segregated sizes dictionary. So this we have to pass as a input to this function. Okay, I use the same here as well. You can have a local parameter with same name as external parameters. Okay, just create it, friends. Okay. Next after that is what is that? Now you should start creating the steps. Now step one is importing matplotlib. Okay. Okay, just a minute, friends. Yeah, sorry, friends. My daughter is disturbing, that's all. Okay, so this is step one, friends, as a part of this one, task 4. Okay, so step 2 is what you created a method, that is fine. Now in that method, we have to create or declare this figure. Declare figure. How do you declare it? Simple, friends. You just need to apply. Already we created imported this package, right? Now here, simply you can say directly you can apply plot dot figure. Just use plot here because we gave alias name as plot itself. Okay, plot dot figure. Okay. Next, in this, we have to set figure size. I'm going very slowly. Anyone, even if you are new, this is very easy to follow. Fixed size. Okay. You can simply say equal to or something you should have. You can directly copy this, check in the Google. How to create this one in Python. Just check it. This also helps you to how to explore things. Okay. Now you free code camp is a good website. You can just check in it. And you can see here. Go down. See fixed size. This is the syntax. Maybe we'll just copy this and paste it in our notes. Next time we don't need to go there because we are copying from the Google itself. I mean from some good website. So this is what you should apply. Figure inside that fixed size equal to this one. I will also create figure fixed size equal to inside that put brackets. Okay, and give size. I'm giving 6 inches width and 7 inches height, something like that. You can just change that if you want. You can increase it, decrease it once you see the output. Okay. Now, after that, so once we create figure, friends, right? We should be fine with this fixed size. Yeah, this is width and this is height. You can give how much you want. Depends on your this thing in the. Next, after that is what simple. You have to do plotting on the bar chart. You have already dictionaries here. That from that dictionary you have to read it and we have to apply it to the bar. Got it right? Plot it on the bar. Otherwise, I already created one on bar chart some time back. Let me use that for you. While working with tuples, I believe. You see, you can tuple bar chart. Not this one. Yeah, bar plotter. See here, you can simply, you don't need all this. We only need just bar information. That too, it is very simple. So you can see here, right? So simply you can take what should be on x-axis and what should be on y-axis. That is what you should do, friends. But this is a direct one. I don't want this. I want something. I'll show you. Nothing to worry. I did a plotting something like this. Yeah. Yeah, you can use a loop like this, friends. You can use a loop like this. Let me use this same thing now. Now you could go to this one project. All that you need is you should know how to play with data. So now what you do is use the same here. I'll explain clearly. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. So how many times this? Okay, because you are starting new, right? I don't want to confuse you. Let me build it from the scratch itself, friends. Okay. Now I want to plot this onto a bar chart. If I should plot this onto a bar chart, first of all, you should get a clear idea of how to apply that. You can just already we know the example here, how to create bars. Where is bar one? Yeah, let's take this example. Okay. So here we should have all projects information in x-axis, all sizes in y-axis, right? So that is what you should do. Simply what you can do now to do this, what you can do to do this, you just try to extract all keys into one list. You can see here, right? All fruits list in x-axis. All, just a minute, friends. Sorry, friends. And you can create one more list for values of projects, and you can plot that in bar here like this. See, this is a simple example. Labels you can put, like you can use the same example. Let me create one by one here. First, we should build two lists. One list with the project names, one list with the sizes. Let's do that. We have to do it from code itself. We don't have a ready-made one like this here. This is ready-made one. They took just some random data, sample data, and they created it. For us, it has to come through dictionary. So it's very simple anyhow. So what is that you should do? So first one, project list. Okay, equal to, what is that you do? Apply, you need project, all projects are keys, right? See in the output, all projects are keys. To get all keys, we have a keys method in dictionary. Just apply that. This gives you list of all keys. Okay, but it gives dict keys or something. So you would try to programmatically convert this into a list. This gives you list of all projects. Maybe if you want, you can quickly print it and see. Okay, let's, and you can find list of all projects if you get that keys. Okay, let's run it. Before running, copy this here and try to call it from here. Okay, and you can add comments at each step. I'll show you how to do that. Calling when calling each method. So now here, password, this, whatever the output we get in at line 81, that should be input here for this method. Generate bar chart. Now run this. You get as no attribute figure. Maybe something is wrong. Okay, I'll copy this, not an issue. That we anyhow we are not actually working with it right now. This one, we don't need to worry much about it. It's showing, it's okay. I'll take care of it, no problem. First, get that project list first. Now you can see here we got list of all projects. See, similarly, extract all values. So now size list. This is how you have to play with your code when you are working in a project. To get the size, in this dictionary, all sizes are values. Apply values method here. Simple thing is you don't need to sweat anything here. Just simply copy this instead of keys method. You know, one thing is you need to have some good idea about API here, right? Or else you should go and check in the Google. That's all. You should know at least how to ask a question in Google. That's all. You don't need to be technically sound here. You don't need to be expert in technical aspects. So here you can apply values. This gives you list of all values. Now you can print it and see. So print that. Okay. And now here, print size list here. This gives you list of all sizes. You can see here. Now we got actually the core things. Now these things we can use them instead of bar labels. We can use we copy these two. Okay, copy. Just put here. What should be your labels that you just prepare that. Bar labels means all your projects. You can copy that again. Copy from here and put it into this. They are used as labels. Okay. So this is one thing. Just apply. Oh, we are missing colon. Just add that. Similarly, colors you can keep as is. No problem. How many colors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can add one more. Maybe comma. You can simply say you can use one more color in single quotes. Tab colon orange, red. You put green or something. Okay. Just add green or yellow or something. That would be fine. So how many of our projects are there? That many colors you add here. See, it's a simple thing. When you just focus and listen and observe here, whatever we are doing is not really difficult. This is very simple in Python. Trust me. And here tab dot, just simply say yellow. So arts have yellow color. Okay. That's all, friends. Now we have prepared all that is needed to plot on a bar chart. So what do I need now? Now I should start creating the chart now. For that, plot dot, you can see here. When I say plot dot, you have so many things. What I need is, I just need, this is not having figure. Why it's not having figure? I didn't get that. Okay, you can see here. This is what I need. Matplotlib.pyplot. That is missing here. I should import what? Not just matplot. I should import pyplot as plot. Now it works. That's what I'm wondering why it's not coming. Because I didn't import pyplot from the matplotlib. So we need this as well. Okay. Now you can directly create a figure now. Now this works. Copy this. Okay, put it here now. This is step 2 after importing matplotlib properly. Now you don't see any error or something. This works fine. Now after this, on this again, what is that I should do? Once that figure is created, we should plot. You can see here from this, we created subplots. Okay. How did I create bar chart? We created direct bar chart. No figure, nothing. Okay. I'll do one thing. Figure scenario we will use. Plot xy. That is fine. It is just plotting directly x and y instead of any other bar or something. It is creating. We need bar. Okay, this doesn't have that. Stack Overflow is good with this. Maybe we should have a good example here. Otherwise, best thing is bar chart in Python. So that we are almost there. Just a matter of simple this thing, friends. That's all. We prepared data, everything. They are directly doing plotting. I don't want that. I want a figure to be created. On top of that figure, we should attach that. Looking for that example. These are all good things, friends. Maybe you should use all this as well. Maybe we'll see. This is also fine. But this guy is directly applying bar chart. I don't want this scenario. Stack Overflow has some good examples actually. Okay. This is a data framework. We don't need that. Stack Hub use. Let us see this. This guy gives you any sample. They're just directly creating. That we can create it now, no problem. Okay, let me try directly. Let's go to the code. Plot dot figure we created bar. In bar, we have to pass these parameters, friends. What is that? First one is X. On X axis, what is that you want? Project information. Just pass that here. Comma. On Y axis, what do you want? Size list. Copy this and pass it here. Okay, comma. Now we have passed what should be on X axis, what should be on Y axis. Next one, we should pass labels. For labels, we have attribute called direct label itself. I hope you can see here label. Label equal to that label, just attach that all that bar labels. Okay, comma. And color, I think there is one more option, color. To that color, just assign bar colors. Four are enough. If you want, you can add more. We can explore on that as well. See, we just created it. We created a figure. Generally, that figure and this should have some connectivity, but it's okay. Let's see if it is working as expected. Then I'll make changes. So this is what you should do. Step two, once after you import package, create a figure. After that, create this one, right? There are different ways. Some people are not creating figure, directly creating bar. It's up to us how to follow. I'm following this. First, I am creating figure. To that figure, I am attaching bar. And I'm passing this x-axis values across x-axis and y-axis, and then colors, and then all this labels. Now finally I created a simple. That's all. These two steps gives me a bar chart. Now after this, what all the other things I just did filtered before I go to the chart. Plotting on chart is simple, but all that filtering you do on data is something challenging that you have to do. Once that is there, this is simple. See, plotting is simple. Now finally plot dot, what is that? Simply you can say show. Okay. So this show helps us to show the plot to us. Okay. Now you can also see here, I applied show somewhere. You can see here, show the bar. Okay, copy that. It's very simple. For that, you don't need to break anything, any of our this thing here. Just say show. Show shows the plot. That's all, friends. So plot dot show. Finally, we are done with creating, what is that? Plotting data onto a bar chart. See here. Finally, run this now. Just run it once. Invalid. This one color yellow. It has some issue with yellow. Okay, this is issue. Then let's put green. See, this is working, right? See, this is libraries on here. On where? On what? All your sorry, all your projects on x-axis, all your sizes on y-axis. You can see here. You got it right. So it's going sizes going to y-axis, projects coming x-axis. So this project you can see here. But the library is having a size of 620. It is showing almost at that. And 950 is what transport, right? And you can see it's showing 950 here. So based on this, you can, and now based on this, you can understand this. But now, is this clear till this, friends? Are you good now? We are able to plot it here. Simple, right? Everything is simple here. So only thing is filtering data is important. Once you filter that, just you can pass values like this here. So this is how you create that. What is this? This one. And another important thing is, suppose I want, what is the size? I want the size of this project 620. I want to display on the bar. What I want these sizes, because when you look at this bar, something is missing. Even though it is giving me some idea, what is the exact size of this project? What is the exact size of this project? This project, I am not able to get it by looking at the graph directly. If I am a product owner, again, I will ask for something. See, it's okay. Bar is fine. This chart is looking good. But again, I ask, what is that? Why don't you show me the values on top of each bar project wise? This is another task for us. Simple task only. Then the simple thing is for that to show this text on each of these bars. Simply you have to apply this method here. These are all built-in ones. You don't need to do anything. You can choose this. This is title, X label, and Y label. On X-axis, what is that you should have, and Y-axis, what is that you should have. Okay, so not that, friends. Sorry, we have to apply something called text typo. What is that? Plot dot text. This one. So to plot it, now you can close it, friends. There is a text method. Let me apply that. Come here and come here. Just what? If you want to plot dot, simply let me apply text on each bar. Plot dot. For that, there is a text method. In this text method, simply pass what? Pass values. Because we just need to see values on that. Like where is the values list? Size list. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, comma. If you want anything else, you can manage that also. X, Y. We don't need that X and Y. You just need this. Okay, font thing. If you want, you can add font as well. Okay, let me try with this. Okay, this text will plot that data on each bar. Let us see this now. Okay, this is not applied. Okay, we can do one thing then. We're almost there, friends. Just a minute. Oh, where is the displaying values? Okay, I'll just Google it. How to display values on top of a bar chart. Bar in bar chart in Python. Adding, you can see here, this guy. Somewhere you can see to that bar XY. Okay, fine title. Like this, we need values. Okay. There is he adding that he is applying something called add labels. Okay, where is that add label? Okay, he is using a for loop and adding that, friends. This we can also do. It's not directly applying. This is one of those. We will do that. Not a problem. This one, something like this. Yeah. Like this. Yeah. So we need to iterate it. Seems like every time we need to add, we should iterate it. Okay, no problem. I can do that. Not a problem. Okay, let's use that scenario. So what is that you should do? You got it right, friends. You are following right. What is that I should do now? If this is my bar. If I run this, I get what I expect. With this, I can stop. This is we generated a graph. It looks fine. It is a bar chart. We have bars, all that. But in reality, when you are working in a project, again, people ask you, show that what values that total size here, values on top of each bar. What is the actual size of library? how much size it is occupying. We should show that. That makes product owner, easy to understand your graph. So the purpose of creating graph itself is simplifying and easy understanding, easy analysis of your big data into small thing. You have large amount of data, you are just showing in a very simple and presentable manner. And when you are doing that, your product owner should have that quick understanding from the graph. That's how you have to design. So if you see that values on top of each bar, then it is much more easier. Simple, right? Anyhow, let me show you. We know all that. Do one thing to add on top of this simply. So they are iterating. Let me just see. Plot.text we should apply. Okay, no problem. You take a for loop, right? And in that for loop, you have this one, right? Which one we should use? Size list. Okay, iterate this for let me just show you for some size in size list. Okay, you take this plot dot text of. You can simply say, instead of saying I, just a minute, we can, this guy is using I comma y of I. We don't need I, friends. We are already filtering the size. I mean the all sizes. I is represents something. Y of I means. Okay, let me directly do this. Text of size comma. Maybe if you want, you can add some font size equal to some 12 or something. Just leave it like that. Let's run this now. This should work for us. Let's say. Let's run this. Just I simply wanted that. I just iterated this size list and trying to plot it here. Let me see what would be the output we get. Again, let me rerun. I think I got some error. Missing two required positional parameters, Y and S. Then I should make a small change here. Along x-axis and y-axis. Okay, then I should also, what should be, we should also apply labels along y-axis. Okay, no problem. Then you can simply do one thing then. Take a zip function. What is that? There is something called special function zip. If you want to iterate two lists at a time, then apply zip function. Okay, I'm giving you clear idea. Why zip function means I am iterating two lists. This project list and size list. Sorry. Copy. Put here. So this will be useful function sometimes. Okay, what is zip here? Zip is used to iterate two lists at a time. If you want to combine two lists and iterate it with in one shot, you can apply zip here, right? That is the purpose of zip function. Okay, now you take one is project, which should be on y-axis, sorry, x-axis, and size should be on y-axis. Okay, so this is x and y. Put this in x place, size in y place, and font. This should work this time because it needs 3 parameters. Okay, so let's run this now. It should work for us. Again, it is missing one more parameter. What is that one parameter? Again, it is asking. Okay, again, it's putting size. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me add size as well one more time, because they are saying y of I. I put also size one by one after the another. Let's try this now. Let's give a try on this. See, perfect. See, we are able to achieve what we want to. Did we or not, friends? See, when you look at it, a library is occupying 6620 GB and transport is occupying 950 GB and teaching info is occupying 800, and sport is occupying 600, and arts is occupying 800. This makes more sense, right? By looking at a graph itself, you can easily understand what is that, how much data each sorry, how much data each project is occupying here. Yes or no, friends? So this is something, this is really a small kind of mini project we did so far. And we should not rest here. Again, there is another requirement for you. What is that? Again, my product owner comes to me and asks me, Manoram, okay, this graph really looks good. I appreciate it. But why don't you sort these bars and show me in some order? Either in ascending should be fine, okay, or descending, some descending order. This is what another requirement stakeholder is asking us. Then you have to sort sizes, and then again you have to sort plot all that again. That is next task. We do it in tomorrow's session. You got it right. So this is how you can keep on creating, friends. You can see all this is coming pretty good, right? Pretty well, right? Yes, data is plotting perfect. I hope you are clear with all this, friends. Understood now? So this is the idea about what about working on data set. And second thing is how you can read a data set and filter it, and how you can plot that data onto all this is we are displaying now. Now you can see this is all our data set. We just filtered that. We got project wise data, just how much size library is occupying, and we are plotting here. See, when we plot data, see how simple it is to analyze for any product owner. Right? When he look at it, he don't need to care about all this Excel sheet. How many projects are there? How much each project is occupying? Now he might ask next questions, further questions. If product owner, if someone is a product, what is that? Could you show me? Suppose you are in crunch of database, right? Or assume that your database is struggling with data, right? Disk is almost about to crash, or it is about to full. Then your data product owner calls you and asks you, what is that? I want to see which folders in each project is occupying more memory. Let us say a cap of 100 GB or 200 GB, and he want to see all folders which is occupying more than 200 GB in all projects. Do you have such folders or not? That is one requirement people ask you. So this is how project will be, friends. When you work on day-to-day work, right? People give requirements like this, and you have to keep on working time to time. And tomorrow's task is what? Day 4. Maybe tomorrow we'll work on this and we'll stop it and jump to some technical discussion. We'll take a topic like, and we'll take functions. We have to revisit functions. There is something to discuss, and modules. Again, we take up one more project and we work on it. But tomorrow I'll show you how to sort all this, and then how to, maybe what is that? How to get that folders which is having data more than 200 GB, all that. I'll show few more tasks, 2 or 3 tasks associated with this, and jump to next topic in Python. Okay. But this is interesting, right? All of you are good here. So that's all, friends. This is all about today. Got it now? Interesting?
Yes, sir. Please send me the code, sir.
Yeah, sure. I'm sharing in this one. Let me share it with you. Where should I? Yesterday, I think Adish told me code snippet. He helped me to learn something new on Teams. Just you can add few comments here when you are adding this. One is reading Excel. Second one is what is this doing? This is converting. You can add a comment. What is that? Converting that data to dictionary. Student data. You can add like this. Student data to a dictionary. So this is another this. You can just add comments at each level. Next one after that, what is that? Getting project wise. Here you can add a comment. Getting a project wise size of project wise size. Okay, that should be fine. Next one. After that last one, here you can add, what is that? Creating a bar chart for student data. When you look at it, you can easily understand what you are doing. So comments is something really useful when you are working in a project. Creating a bar chart for student data, something like this. Okay, that's all, friends. So you can add comments. I'm just resharing it again with you. Use this. And I think I shared this data also with you. Maybe if you want, I can reshare the data also with you. Let me share that as well, so that you can use it for, for practice, same data set. So I'm just copying in this data set with you. Okay, and pasting into the chart box. You can copy it and use it for your testing. So again, let me just share the other one. I'm adding that. This should be coming fine. See, you can take that another one also. That is your data set. Just copy and put it in the Excel and practice it, friends. Okay, Tulsi, I shared the data and code. Anything else you want? And
You
I'm
did not
stop.
say.
Appreciate. Now run this now and see. We don't need this time, because if we are getting generator object, but anyhow, I'm giving some analysis. When I tried this, when I apply append, we are getting none. Why we are getting none? Because if some value should be added there, then it should not, it should return, that method should return some value. But unfortunately, append don't return anything. That's why we got none. If a method don't return anything, it returns none. Keep in mind, friends. Okay, that's why we got none. This is simple, so simple than the previous one. Let's right click and run this. Now, oh, even now we got a generator. You got it right. Anyhow, now if you see generator, you don't think this is not new for you this time. If it is generator, you know what is that you should do, friends? Yes or no? Please answer in the chat box. When you see generator, what is that you should say? You know, you should apply. What is that you should apply? For val in my tuple 3 and then print of val. Let us see. This gives us some output. You can see we got output here. See, from 6 onwards. What is that we got? We got the expected result. All that values are there in the tuple, but still it is returning us this tuple comprehension is returning. What is it returning? It is written. It is not returning a direct tuple, but something in the form of a generator. But what I want is I want it completely in a tuple form. Let us just see. Anyone has any solution for that? I want it as a tuple itself, not as a generator object. So I would like to filter it a little more. Is it okay for all of you? Right, let's do that then. Let's go to the chart GPT. Okay, I'm just trying to make you familiar with all this. That's all, friends. That is the only idea. This we
But
don't need.
so Manoj, why
No.
I'm not getting that object one? So I mean, in my because I'm trying also with you. I'm not getting that object one.
Which one you are not getting, Adish? Is it Adish?
Yes, yes. So the you are getting that object return, right?
This
Object
one,
method.
generator object,
Yeah,
huh?
I am not getting that one.
Okay, no problem. Can you please share me your screen if it is okay for
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Well, there is nothing.
Yeah, something. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, not yet. This is okay. This is actually list comprehension, right, Adish?
Mm-hmm.
This is not tuple, right? This is a
But
list
this,
comprehension.
okay.
You can see, just change that brackets to, you put square brackets, change it to.
Okay, okay.
So tuple means you have to apply always. Tuple has that other brackets, round brackets. Now you try it, you will definitely get generator object.
Now still I triggered right
No,
now.
no, no. What you did is again you have explicitly converted that generator to tuple. Just comment that statement for a while. Now you run this, definitely you'll get generator, no doubt in that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Got it, right?
Yes.
So that's all, friends. Very simple. So this is, we got it like this. But what I want the whole output in not generator. I want it completely in the tuple. So here what we need is one thing is conversion. Already I had discussed this. One thing is applying conversions like this. We are already doing same thing here also. Another thing is we try to iterate it. This is fine. So please share my screen. Huh? We lost in translation. This is called. Okay, no problem. Can you see my screen now? So this is one solution, friends. When you have a generator object like this, immediately what is that you should do? You should nothing. This is, we don't need to be surprised seeing this object. Okay, we have all values. We got result. When you get something like this, a generator object. Okay, let me quickly see if we are recording also. Then we'll continue. Oh, we are already recording. No issues. Then continue. See, this is one approach. Iterating generator object and extracting that data and doing some implementation or manipulation on that. That is one thing. Second thing, I don't want this output as a generator object. Then directly you do a tuple conversion here. Just apply. We found that when I apply a tuple comprehension, it gave me a generator object. Then I want it in the form of a tuple output. Then the simple thing is we have to again directly we have to convert that generator to a tuple explicitly like this. Now if you if you print tuple 3, then you see a tuple directly with all that data. See here. You can see here. Can you see it? But if you should apply this conversion or not, that you come to know when you come to know first if you test it at level 1. If you test it like this, then you get some output. When you print it, you come to know about something. Okay, you got generator object. Then the next thing you should think is, okay, this is giving generator. I don't want generator output. It should be in a tuple form. Then simply in that case, whenever you see that, just the easiest thing is Python is just do what, friends? A conversion. Just apply a collection here. Just use that method, whatever you want to convert, just pass it and automatically it will do the conversion. And right click this and then run this. Just again,
Even we can do in line number 29 also.
Line number
29 also. In the print statement, before printing it, we can convert to tuple and then we can print.
Correct. But that doesn't preserve the result, right, Naveen? If you want to preserve it, you do it here. Or else there is another way. What you are saying, we can apply the same. What is that? As per Naveen. Naveen is suggesting one more solution. What is it is? If you don't put here, one thing what is saying, we can directly put it in print, right? Is what Naveen suggesting. Yes, I agree completely with Naveen also. See, this is what he says. That's true. Appreciate it. But suppose if I want it somewhere, then this is a temporary this thing. That's all, friends. Some temporary arrangement. But if you want that result to be preserved, then we can split like this. Otherwise, same thing what Naveen suggested. If you instead of printing, you take one more my tuple 4, you can break down that process. First, you get that generator, and that generator, once you acquire that or once you gather that, once you get that, then you can also pass that to tuple in the next step like this. You can break it. But this is at learning level.
Even the same variable instead of
you
code,
can
we
put
can
this.
use the same thing also.
Yeah. I'm coming to that only, Naveen. Yes, I agree. Yes, whatever you are saying is correct. Okay. So this is now same thing, but this is at learning level. It's good. But you are working at development level. This doesn't look that good. The same thing you can simplify. When you are in development, you just have to simplify this, optimize this into single step. Just put this tuple directly here instead of what splitting into 2 steps. Do everything in a single step. That's all, friends. You got it right. So I'm just giving you all that different scenarios, what I think what I wish to teach or I wish to discuss, and also scenarios that is coming from the our friends, fellow friends as well. You got it right? So this is the idea, friends.
Even
This is
then,
the
I think without tuple function, if we give comma also, it will directly convert to tuple, I guess.
comma. Okay, let me
I
just.
mean,
I think we here 1 minute. Yes, Naveen. I'll come to you. Please just give me a minute. Just remove that tuple here while printing. Once you do conversion to the tuple, again you don't need to pass tuple here. That's not needed. So run this now. Converting tuple to tuple again doesn't make sense. So this is what we should do all in one step. This is a simple another solution for the problem what we have. Okay. Now, Naveen, please let me know, tell me what you want to, you are saying something process now, how to do a tuple comprehension, the two steps process, the basic standard approach and the second one, the tuple approach. Got it right? Now I shared you the website as well. Right. I'll do one more problem now and then maybe remaining problems you can try it yourself. Even there are solutions with that problems. If you want, you can try check in that which one in that website. This problem seems to be really good for me. When I look at it, I can easily tell. So even they provide solutions as well. If you want to give a try, first give first solve the questions, and later on, if you think it's quite difficult to solve it, maybe just look at the solution and see. Okay. Now I'm trying to solve this. This is question to create a tuple containing numbers greater than 5 from the given tuple below using a for loop. Here there is a slight twist here. See, they added a string data also. If it is string and boolean data. See, if it is all numeric data, then it's quite easy to apply condition and do that this thing. But when you have this kind of mixed data, then directly applying that condition check will be little tough, will be little different. I don't say it's tough. In Python, most of the things are interesting and easy. Okay, so the scenario is a little different. We have to think a bit here. Of course, standard process, I'll get the solution. But comprehensive process, because we are compacting the solution, right? We need a little thinking there. But let's do it. So we don't need to again tuple comprehension. Let's create one more file here. So tuple underscore comprehension 2. Okay. Now what do you do here? Same problem, just add it to the comment first. Problem statement here. Now, how many solutions we are going to use here? 2 solutions. But requirement is same requirement. Numbers greater than 5, all that should come to one tuple. And all that, what is that? The other data, or that string data, all that you should ignore all that. So what is that you should do here? Simple, right? So here, first thing, again, same process what we did. We have 2 solutions. So we use what? 2 solutions here. What is that 2 solutions? We create two solutions, not use. We create 2 solutions and we are following solution 1. What is that solution 1? Solution 1 is simple, a standard solution. First, we need a list here, an empty list. Assign that. The same process I am repeating, friends, and then iterate this tuple. And of course, one thing I didn't do is we have to declare tuple. I just put that in comments. Okay. So remove the comment for Control Z. Sorry, no need. Remove the comment for tuple. I have to add comment for what? The problem statement should be in comment, not the tuple in comment. Okay. So I added problem statement in the comment. Now I created a tuple here. Then what? We are creating solution. Solution 1. One is standard solution, right? Or a regular solution, whatever you call standard solution. Okay. Then here for some val in my list. Okay. Sorry. What is that you should iterate? You should iterate tuple. Some val in my tuple. You can follow a standard of your namings. Okay. I'm following camel case for all my names. Okay. Variable names. And here my tuple T, and then what is that I do now? Same process, but here I should do a little bit of validation here. One condition check is applying if checking if each value is greater than 5 or not. Second thing, right? If it is not numeric, you should exclude that. So what is that you should do? If simple val greater than 5, and what is that I should do? Type, we should use type of val. If type of val, right, not equal, we can apply directly equal or not equal, anything should be fine. Equal to int. Generally we have two types of numeric types. One is intent, the other one is float, and another one is what, friends? And type of val equal to int, and that is one solution. Or one more is type of one more is what? Type of val equal to float. This is what filters whatever we want it. Let me check it. So, otherwise we can modify it by adding this what if else elif thing also, that should be fine. Let me test this scenario in this approach. Right, copy this and add it here, then append, okay, and then add val. So, and finally this should give us complete expected filtering. We applied a condition if that value is greater than 5. At the same time, we are checking if that val is int or float, because those are only numeric types. That data I want to only filter on this int or float data, not on any other type of data. Right? I want to exclude other types. If that type is what, int, or if it is float, then append it to val, provided if it is greater than 5. This is the actual logic. Got it right, friends? Now this should do the actual job. Right now, what I want is I want to print that list and see if everything is working as I expected. Otherwise, I need to make some changes. I'll show you how you can dynamically do that changes. Run this. Okay. What is it saying? Not supported between string and int. Oh, then what is that I should do? First thing, I should do one thing. I should also do one thing before I do this, because we are getting string data, right? And one more thing I should do is do one thing. In this scenario, otherwise, if type of val not equal to str, just we can filter it like this automatically. If it is not string, then it considers that data. And if type of val, because we have two different types here, one is boolean, the other one is this one. So I just simplify this, not equal to which one, friends? Bool. And what? Val greater than, this is one thing. Maybe apart from that, next one, an inner condition. And if we are filtering, if data is not string or bool, then we are allowing to go to the next level. And if val is greater than 5, then I should append the data to the list like this. See, I changed another scenario here. I just dynamically updated my code to fit to my problem. Okay, let me see if this is working or not. Okay, let me test it. Again, it's not. It's saying, okay. Final thing is you have to convert this to. It's the problem is with what, friends? The problem is with your data. All this, when you say type of val. Just a minute. What exactly? Greater not supported between instances of string and this thing. Okay. Then we have to apply if it is string or if it is bool. It's saying we should not apply greater can. Anyhow, it won't come with string data here, right? The issue is here, friends. Actually, it's saying that you are applying greater than on string data. Then the other solution here is, okay, let me take like this. If finally, let me go like this. If type of val equal to int, okay, or if or type of val equal to float, then only in that case I should do the validation. Okay, let's try like this. I think I tried different these things. Simply what you have to do, then my, and if, what is that I should do? If val greater than 5, so colon, then my list dot append, okay, append of what, friends? Val. Let's see. Then this is actual thing. This should work for us. Okay. Let us see if this is working for us. We are perfectly filtering here. We're applying type of val int or float. Then we should get to the next level. And then let me run this now this time. See, perfectly working. See, we got same output as previous one, right? This is how we can simply filter our data. Simple approach, right? Now, did you get this, friends? See, I just did a bit of that and this, and finally I came to this. Sometimes it comes directly when you write, when you are in best mode and best thought process, you get it quickly. Sometimes here and there you just need to adjust and finally tune your code to get the expected output. You got it right. So this is how we have to just keep on exploring, friends. Okay, this is a quick idea for solution one, standard solution. Same thing now you can simply make this simply, right? What is that? So now you are going for solution to a tuple comprehension. This time we are much more prepared. What is that? Because with all that experience, all the discussions we had from with me and with our friends like Adish and Naveen, we are more experienced now. So now we are applying comprehension. This time we are going with what? With a better experience. We are implementing solution to this problem too with a more experience here. Let's add that experience quickly this time. What is that? My tuple 2 equal to simply, anyhow, tuple comprehension gives you what? Generator object. So we need to do a conversion, explicit conversion. So converting that to tuple in the beginning itself. Why? This time I am more experienced. You got it right? So what is that I should do? Same thing what you did some time back. What is that? Copy iterator, paste it here. And then just add, what is the expression? Just pass value to that tuple comprehension. That value, whenever that condition is true, each value will be added to that tuple. That's all. That's what happens. So just pass value. Don't use anything else here. And then one more thing, remove that colon there. Condition check. Condition check what? Copy this whole stuff, put it here. Okay, remove that. That's the over. We are done. This time, same thing what you created in the standard process. We are just simplifying that here in the tuple comprehension. Only thing is what? Instead of using my list dot append, we have a much more simple solution. Just pass value here. Don't do anything. That's what this comprehension is saying. And we are passing that. Now finally what? Print my tuple 2. Right? Now right click and then run this. You should get two outputs. Right? What do I have on the top? Why I'm getting this? So this is not filtering data. Why generator is coming? There is so much is coming here. Let me run it again. Till this we are okay. Right click, run this. What did I print? List. Okay, this is our solution. Then what I am printing? My tuple is fine. Then why these many outputs are? We got some tuple output here. Let me clear this anyhow. Clear all. Maybe. Let me rerun.
Type right.
Oh, I missed that. Huh? Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Adish, for bringing that into the notice. Okay. So, and maybe you can add this as well at the end. Let me give a try. And val greater than 5. Let me add it and see. Stop and rerun. Now again it's getting the same. Let me just modify it. So we need one more condition here, friends. What is that? That val thing, I missed it. Understood now? Which I missed here? Val thing. I should add this. Maybe I am not sure about the syntax. Just a minute. I'll take some help here. Just don't tell me, friends. Let me follow my approach. I know you have already solved this, if I'm not wrong, some of you. But let me solve myself. I'm very curious about things. Okay, let me try. So correct this. Just ask ChatGPT. A simple correction it will do. Okay, type of val int and type of val equal to float. Will this work? Let's me put. And finally, it's giving the whole solution here. What is a tuple? Val for val in tuple. This is fine. If type of val in, okay, just a small this thing this guy is doing. What is that? Combining this into this. Let's try this now. Almost it is same. What this guy did, let me just add that here. If type of val int like this, or what it is, it did there. One more is okay. So this is one thing, or he put a bracket for this whole bracket. That's all right. Type of val. Okay, maybe we need to add one more run. Okay, remove this. That's all. So this is what he did, friends. He just separated type of int and merged these two into one. That's all. Let's try this and test it. What if our chat GPT is working as expected? Still we are getting why? So let us do one thing then. Let me give solution, problem and solution both. Sorry, problem and data and problem. Let's ask ChatGPT to solve this. Type of values. Why this is not? Let me copy and paste also. We are using the same thing under solution to put this. Okay. We try to run the same, but we are getting a multi solution, not this one. We don't need this. Let me ask clearly that ChatGPT, because giving clear prompt is very important. My output should be this. Okay.
I have pasted.
No, Naveen, no. Wait, just wait for a minute. I'll see that after this. Okay. This is what this guy gave us. See? So here, same thing. He put these two into one this thing. You can see here, this same, he just merged this into one and this one into one more condition. So finally all with one if only. You can see, let's run this now. This should work. Even this is not working. Is it? We applied, let me debug it. What is happening here?
You put instead of or and
Here also you want and.
yeah, just try it out.
Okay. Importing the previous program. We are seeing all the output from previous program. You got it right now. So if you remove this, then this problem will be solved. Then we get, so since the beginning itself we are doing it fine, but this guy is throwing it. See, what is the issue? After putting in idle, then we came to know this, all that output is coming from where? Do you get it, friends? It is coming from this file. Which file? Because it's somehow it got auto imported into our program. And when I print it, it is trying to print all that data from here also. Got it? That's what I'm wondering, where all this output is coming. Finally, you got it right. This is done. Actually, let's say Control Z. Whatever we did some time back, if this works or not, let's quickly test it. See, even this should work because same thing we are doing here. A tuple and something like run this now. Let's see. This is not working. No problem. And one more solution is what? This is one more solution. Right? Let's try this. See, even this is first one we did. The first solution we did, just adding, after that we added this. See, Naveen, R is also working here. See, following? Naveen, you there, right? Even if you put
yes.
R also, it is working. The problem is PyCharm. That's what I was saying. You see, right? There is some issue with PyCharm. So even and is not needed, Naveen, because if this int this thing, then it should work on that. And this should compulsory follow. Following these two things, either one of these two, this should be followed. So these three are must here, and this between these two we should have AND operation. So even R works here. This is how we can create this, friends. Because of PyCharm, next time if you face any kind of this issue, just let me know, friends. That please check if any auto imports are happening. Just as a matter of caution, I'm sharing with you. So finally, are you okay with this? Let me share these programs with